Okay, bros. We are here for your weekly NXT Fix, featuring the ever so popular Bro Ratings. Now, here's your host. Okay, bros. I'm your host, Jimmy the Gibson, and we are here for another episode of your weekly NXT Fix. That's right. On Thursdays, we wear yellow, and in 2021, my New Year's resolution was to eat more hot dogs. That's right, Hot Dog Johnny's, Buttsville, New Jersey. We know once Poppy comes home from his tour of the Middle East with the Air National Guard, he is going to want some Hot Dog Johnny's. So, this week on NXT was all about the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. Before we get started, we are going to enjoy a nice Coke Zero. It helps keep the flow going. Oh, nice. We open up NXT this week with Shotzi Blackheart versus Candice LeRae. Shotzi comes down on her tank. Candice comes down with Indy Hartwell, which you know what that means. Indy Hartwell interferes. Match was pretty good between the two of them. But Indy interferes. Candice hits a top rope swinging neckbreaker for the 1-2-3. Candice is your winner, but why do I feel like this is still not over? They're going to meet in some tag team matches that, we're going to talk about later. And I know there's just going to be that false count anywhere or cage match or some sort of match between these two women. Look out for it. So, pretty good opening match. We're going to give that one a 7.6 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on, we have a promo by your NXT champion, the Prince, Finn Balor. Says, it's January 13th. Finn Balor's still the champion. Who's next, basically? So Balor is awaiting his next challenger, and it's none other than Pete Dunne. He comes out with 1-2. They get in there. Balor was actually beating up all three of them for a little bit, but they get the better of Balor. Kyle O'Reilly comes out to make the save, but they're all beating down Kyle and Balor. Then Adam Cole, Roddy Strong come out, and there's something brewing between all this here. You know Pete Dunne is going to face Balor for the title coming up soon. So, our next thing we had, we got to give that a rating, I guess technically. It was an in-ring segment, so we're going to give that one a 7.0 on the Bro Ratings. Moving on, we had a backstage segment with none other than Johnny Gargano. Johnny's talking about he has a match with Dexter Lumis tonight. And last week was a fluke. He should have never lost that tag team match because he wasn't even prepared to wrestle. He was wearing skinny jeans. And everybody knows you can't kick in skinny jeans. You can't wrestle in skinny jeans. Hilarious stuff, Gargano. Austin Theory comes in. He goes, hey, here you go. I got an envelope for me from that guy. Johnny's like, what guy? That guy. And he turns around and he goes, it says Dexter Lumis. It says his name on it. He goes, yeah, that's the guy. And it turns out it's a drawing of Johnny being a crybaby. Austin Theory's hilarious. He goes, hey, that actually looks like you. Then there's a second drawing of Austin Theory getting hit with the missile from the tank right in the ding-dong. Hilarious stuff. Dexter Lumis, Johnny Gargano coming up tonight. Looking forward to that. Our next contest was opening round action of the Dusty Rhodes Classic Tag Team Tournament, featuring none other than Everrise, that's right, Everrise Rules, versus the Grizzled Young Veterans, Zach Gibson and James Drake, soon to be NXT's #1. And what a fantastic match. One guy from Everrise, I think Chase Parker, was getting the crap kicked out of him the whole match, But then Martel gets the hot tag. He's cleaning house. I mean, great stuff between these two teams, but in the end, it was the ticket to mayhem. The Grizzled Young Veterans are your winners, advancing in the Dusty Rhodes Cup. We're going to give this match a 8.1 on the Bro ratings. Moving on, we have the announcement of the Women's Dusty Cup. The Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, and the first entry is a team of Shotzi Blackheart teaming up with Ember Moon. Good stuff there, and we're going to be looking forward to these women's tag team matches. I'm just hoping that the winner of the Women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic gets a title shot for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. It just makes sense, guys. So, our next contest was none other than Johnny Gargano versus Dexter Lumis, and this was great. I mean, fantastic chemistry between the two, but Gargano had Austin Theory at ringside, and just like before with Candice against Shotzi, Austin Theory interfered. Johnny Gargano gets the roll-up. 1, 2, 3. Gargano wins. It was a non-title match, but it was great because then afterwards, Kushida comes out, puts Gargano on the hoverboard lock. Gargano's tapping. Lumis puts the choke on Austin Theory. He's tapping, so we got some stuff set up between all them. This match, though, will give you a 7.9 on the Bro ratings. Moving on, now we have our 1-minute figure review. Here's me. Okay, bros, here is your 1-minute figure review, and this week we've got Adam Cole, baby! That's right, his first ever single released figure in Elite Series 71. Now check that bad boy out. I mean, we've got some great accessories here. We've got the first ever figure to come with the North American Championship. We've got extra hands. You can do the Undisputed Era pose. He's doing the Adam Cole, baby, and let's get a close-up there. He is even saying Adam Cole, baby. He's got the tattoos, the soft goods, baby t-shirt. What more can you ask for from an elite figure? This is classic stuff. Adam Cole, baby, looks fantastic in this figure. Can't say enough good stuff about that. But what we really need to talk about, I'm going to go over a little here over this minute. 1 minute for the figure, but what was up with Jimmy Babyface interrupting me last week? And what's this HWF thing that he keeps talking about? We're going to have to look into this one. Maybe see if there's some sort of lost footage. Maybe see if we can recover some tapes from whatever this HWF thing is. Now, back to me. And we're back for some more NXT action. We have Wade Barrett backstage talking about two men who will be facing each other next week in the fight pit. That's right, Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. And they were just verbally going at it, and you could feel the tension. And you know next week is going to be a big-time matchup. Look, I would have much rather seen it on New Year's Eve, but if Thatcher was legitimately hurt, makes sense. If he wasn't, then look, this sets up a main event, a big-time match next week on NXT, and you just got to be happy that we're going to see the fight pit coming up. Our next match on NXT, however, was another first-round matchup in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. It was none other than Jake Atlas teaming with recent rival Isiah Swerve Scott versus the new team in NXT known as MSK. That's right, they're called Nash Carter and Wes Lee. And some insiders, I've been watching these guys for a little while now. Some insiders know who these guys are. Formerly Impact Wrestling tag team known as the Rascals. That's right. I think it was Wentz and Xavier. They were known in Impact. And there was even one spot where the commentators said, "These Rascals are high-flying. They're exciting. Will they advance?" I mean, good stuff right there by Vic Joseph. So, this was everything you would want in a tag team match. I mean, brutal hits, high-flying, tight kickouts. But in the end, it was none other than MSK got the 1-2-3, advancing in the Dusty Rhodes Cup, and Atlas and Swerve just blew up. They had a backstage segment where they're arguing and pushing each other. But MSK, look out for them in this tournament. I think they could easily go to the finals. I'm predicting right now at least semifinals for MSK. So, with that being said, we're going to give this match a 8.1 on the bro ratings. Moving on, we have a little backstage promo, if you will, from none other than Scarlett. Oh, damn. So, she says, look, we danced with the devil. And now we want to dance with the prince, as she's putting down different cards, and there's some sort of dark arts, black magic going on. Very creepy, but foreshadowing. Our next match was another Xia Li squash match. But we did get some sort of more information with this group here. It's known as Tian Sha, and I looked this up in Chinese. It means goddamn. So Tian Sha, goddamn. Xia Li versus, they didn't even name this girl, so we're gonna call her Cheetah Girl. She was wearing some sort of cheetah leopard print type thing. So a squash match. Xia Li's kick looked brutal, but I mean, do we really need this? Xia Li beating how many unnamed opponents now? Come on. Give her a little competition at least. You know, let's get Jessie Kamea out there or something. I don't know. I really want to see whoever is the leader of Tian Sha, the woman with the face paint and the nails who's sitting in that throne. Want to find out more about her, so I am still intrigued. I like Xia Li, glad she's getting a push, but an unnamed opponent, that was not good for me. So we're going to give that one a 6.1 on the bro ratings. Moving on, Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter backstage, and they just basically repeated everybody else's promo about winning the Dusty Cup. So we now have Casey and Kaden, Shotsy and Ember, also announced Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, and the final team, Toni Storm and Mercedes Martinez. Look out for that team in the Dusty Cup. Personally, I'll give you my prediction at the end of this video. We then had our main event. Also, first round action in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Tournament. It was none other than Breezango. That's right, Breezango coming out, and Tyler Breeze had a nice tight new haircut. Fandango was looking fired up. I mean, I'll tell you what, they mean business tonight. And they're up against, I mean, this is a tough draw in round one of the Dusty Cup. None other than the Undisputed Era, Roddy Strong, and Adam Cole, baby. That's right, Undisputed Era versus Breezango in round number one of the Dusty Cup. And this was a perfect main event this evening. Great super kicks, great kickouts. Roddy Strong was running around like a maniac. Fandango was hitting all his classic moves. Tyler Breeze, great super kick. Adam Cole, couple great jump kicks. But in the end, Adam Cole was going for the Panama City Sunrise. He jumped off. Fandango back body dropped him. Fandango climbed to the top rope, looking for the top rope leg drop. But in midair, Adam Cole, baby, hit him with a super kick to the face. Got the 1-2-3. And in the middle of this match, Pete Dunne came out. Oney Lorcan, Danny Burch, they started attacking Kyle O'Reilly. Finn Balor banked the save, but then he got beat up. And Dunne, 1-2, are standing on the top of the ramp. O'Reilly and Balor are injured. After Undisputed Era wins, they come outside to obviously check on O'Reilly, and Balor's there. So, where is this going? There's going to be a lot of stuff brewing between Undisputed Era, Balor, Dunn, and 1E2E. But this was a great tag team match. Sorry to see Breezango eliminated this early in the tournament, but it's just how the brackets were laid out. So, with that being said, bros, we're going to give that one a 8.3 on the bro ratings, and that is your match of the night, Undisputed Era versus Breezango. So we had 7 matches or in-ring segments, giving us an average of 7.59. Pretty decent episode. I mean, look, we're coming after New Year's Evil, so it's kind of a reset, and the main focus is the Dusty Cup. So let's be happy we have that. 16 tag teams. I mean, fantastic stuff. Now, some of the matches could be on 205 Live. That's what we're hearing. But if we got 3 Tag Team Classic matches this week, 3 next week, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to complain about that one. So, next week, speaking of which, predictions. Now, I told you predictions for the Women's Dusty Cup. I'm calling it right now. Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon are going to win the Women's Dusty Cup. Next week, we have the Fight Pit. Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. Your winner will be Timothy Thatcher. And we have Dusty Cup matches announcer next week. Imperium versus Lucha House Party. Your winners. Lucha House Party. I mean, we just want to see that MSK versus Lucha House Party matchup, don't we? Come on, guys. And we have Kushida and Leon Ruff versus The Way. And your winners will be Kushida and Leon Ruff. Don't be surprised if Dexter Lumis gets involved. So, my name is Jimmy the Gibson. I'm your host. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment below. And we will see you next week, bros. The Dusty Cup.